Hello, everyone. This is a Sunday High Priestess. I hope you guys are doing well. For those of you who are new, welcome, welcome, welcome. And for those of you who have been with me for a little bit, thank you, thank you, thank you. As always, if this doesn't resonate, you could check out my other videos on the channel, and you know they're timeless. So it doesn't matter if you listen to them today, a year from now. If it resonates, it resonates. So let's see what spirit wants to tell you. Okay, so it looks like someone may have wanted to actually venture out of a relationship, test the waters, go see if the grass was greener on the other side. And they wanted to party, they wanted to kind of like sow their wild oats. This person may have stalled their healing or wanted to stall your healing, but there was some sort of divine intervention when it came to this move. Okay, there was a lot going on, a lot of partying, a lot of drinking, a lot of hedonism, I'm hearing. And they soon found out that the grass was not greener on the other side. It was troubled waters, I'm hearing. Okay, this person, they, after going through this, okay, they realized that they needed some peace. Okay, this person gave up their peace to indulge. Okay, there was a lot of indulgence. Okay, a lot of hedonism, as I told you. This person was dealing with a lot of unhealed wounds. Okay, they may have stop improving on hearing, stop the progress of whatever. They may have been going down a road where their healing may have been a little bit scary, so that kind of put a damper on things and they stopped altogether. Okay, this person may have been dealing with separation, grief, and heartache as well. Okay, you may have dealt with grief and heartache because of the separation of this person in your life, or this person felt like they were separated from you and they experienced some sort of hurt and hearing anger and disillusionment as well. This person was not devoted. Okay, this person was not wise. This person was acting on their id, kind of like a child. If they wanted to go out and party, they went out to go out and party. If they wanted to get drunk, they would get out and go get drunk. If they want to have, one night stands, that's what they did. And it was very physical. Okay, this may be a very physical person, but their physicality and their lack of emotion, it got tested. Their boundaries got tested. Okay, their boundaries, their insecurities, they were stingy, there was something that they were freely giving away, their energy. They were freely giving that energy away. So divine had to put a stop to that, because this person was going down a road that would have led them, I'm hearing, to a bed or to a coffin. Okay, to a bed or to a coffin. Okay, this person may have been wanting you to help them, may have been wanting your help all along. They just didn't know how to ask for help. And it's very hard, because the ego steps in, and sometimes asking for help, it's not easy. This person may have a hard time also speaking, because my throat chakra keeps kind of closing up a bit. It's very hard to kind of bring this message forward to you. Okay, this person may have, like I said, a very hard time asking for help, or even agreeing to be helped. Okay, because maybe they did, maybe you did want to try to help this person, but this person was, they lived in abandonment. They have very little value of self. Okay, their emotions may have been all over the place. It may have led them to deal with very toxic, very unwell people, okay? People that were, you know, plain and simple garbage, okay? This person definitely wanted a happy ending. They wanted to bring something forward to you, okay? They wanted to bring a message of love to you. But they just didn't know how to sort of put this to rest and tell you, you know, that they need you, that they love you. Okay, maybe maybe too much water passed under that bridge, you know, and this person is unhealed or was not healing, and they needed to do more healing before they step forward with any messages of love. This person also needs, see how big this heart is. This person needs to put a lot of that stuff that they, you know, they bring forward, okay, whether it's real or not. They need to kind of put that attention and love to themselves and stop masking behind other things, okay? As you could see, you could barely see the soldier, okay? You see the horse, you see the heart, but you barely see this person. This person hides behind a lot of different things, okay? Yeah, they were distracted. This person was definitely distracted in their journey to heal, okay? Yeah, third party situation. So there was a lot of partying, a lot of sex, a lot of hooking up, a lot of you know, money was lost. A lot of different things may have happened that have led this person to go in a completely different path, okay? A completely different way. So let's see exactly what Spirit wants to say about this, okay? What other messages do you have for this person, please? What other messages do you have for this reading? I ask my ancestors of the purest, highest white light to please help me channel the messages that the collective needs to hear. And I ask for you to cover me and shelter me as I do so. So this person is very, very attracted to you still, okay? This person still has romantic feelings for you. But this person, you know, may have hooked up in the past, okay? They're not doing this anymore, okay? This person was led astray by a third party, okay? They may have not even be with that person anymore. They just want to surrender. Okay, they just want to surrender right now. They're in the energy of surrendering because they are actually seeking healing from the divine, okay? This person lives in a lot of fear, okay? They fear their thoughts, they fear their actions. They know they did wrong. This person, you or this person may have been married or they wanted to be married to you at one point, okay? But they were led astray by someone who compares themselves to you, okay? Compares themselves to you. Let's see. Yeah, this person may have seen you or they are very naive, okay? Very, very naive when it comes to a couple of different things. Spirit is saying that you need to stay on your ground, you know, up your protection a bit because there's someone that's trying to manipulate you, okay? Trying to manipulate your willpower, maybe through spell work. Yeah, this person definitely sees you as their twin, okay? Their beloved. One more, please, and thank you. And this person, like I said earlier, they wore a lot of masks, okay? There was something very, very difficult that they found. They found it very hard to be themselves. They were led astray by other people that were masked, that were more manipulative than they were, okay? I think they saw it as fun and games, and they may not have seen the manipulation as bad or evil. They just, you know, were not willing to sort of give more of themselves that they were not ready to give. So, you know, if they went out and they had to tell you that they loved you, or they kind of strung people along, which is never a good thing, by the way. You still get karma for that. But they didn't see themselves as evil, okay? They just, you know, kind of like went about their day to do their things. And, you know, if you caught feelings, you caught feelings. That was your fault, not theirs, kind of thing. But they met someone else who was downright evil, and they were doing the same thing, only like at 1,000. Okay, this person amped up that manipulation with spell work. Okay, with spell work. So they met someone that was definitely into things that they were not ready to, or they didn't even comprehend. Okay, let's see. Yeah, this person definitely has some secrets. They were definitely enchanted, okay? Definitely enchanted. They, at one point, they had a very, very hard time trying to see what was real and what was not real, okay? What was real and what was not real, okay? But there's something that's being put to an end. Spirit is putting an end to that, okay? There's been a lot of hurt, a lot of pain on both sides. I'm hearing on both sides. There's been a lot of pain and a lot of hurt, okay? There's been a lot of war, okay? You or them are an emperor energy. I have a feeling it's more you. You are the stronger of the two, okay? You are definitely the stronger of the two. You're probably a seer. And you probably are very quick-witted, and you are someone that's very, very, obviously that's Aquarius energy. You're very quick to let somebody know exactly where they stand in your life, okay? Very smart. Right now, you are working towards building your own coins, okay? There was some sort of, yeah, there's a level of innocence to you that may have been seen as naive, okay? But you are the type of person that you could see the good in people, and that may have aggravated them, okay? They may have seen you as a page at one point, okay? Someone that couldn't keep up with them. But now they're seeing you as their everything. Okay, they're seeing you as their everything, and they are quite aware that they brought this to your forefront, okay? And they really, really know, they know, okay, they know in their heart of hearts that you are and were that Queen of Cups, okay? You were the sweetheart. And they're willing now to do whatever it takes to bring some peace and some sort of closure to this cycle, okay? Will it happen? That's all up to you. But there's going to be some sort of clarity that you're going to see in this situation, okay? So there's something that you're going to know, okay? There's something that you're going to find out about this whole entire situation, okay? It may be regarding money. There's something that's definitely a tower that is going to fall and kind of sweep this over, okay? Sweep a lot of this garbage over, and it's going to leave you illuminated, okay? It's going to lead you more illuminated than you were before, and it's going to lead you down a different path, okay? Let's see. Yeah, this person or these people may be having a lot of financial problems. You are an alchemist. Okay, so you could alchemize a lot of this energy, whether good, bad, or in between. You could, excuse me, confirmation burp. You actually could alchemize a lot of this energy that may feel off, okay? Maybe feeling anxious, probably a lot of sleepless nights. So you may need to meditate, okay? You may have felt like this person betrayed you at some point. You know, this person's ex may be obsessed with them, okay? They are turning majorly obsessed. And this person is quite aware that they went down a very foolish road, okay? They went down a very foolish road with someone that, you know, was emotionally unstable, or they became emotionally unstable dealing with someone. You or this person may have had a contract to have a child at one point, and they realize that you have a healing touch, and this is why they may want you to come back. They are aware that you are their divine feminine, and that your grandmother and your ancestors are working to keep, you know, into keeping you safe, okay? You have ancestors that have connected to you that may be overseeing this entire situation. This person may not have been able to tell you at some point, you know, why they did what they did. They may not have even understood why they did what they did, okay? They may not have the emotional capacity or the emotional intelligence to kind of go over that with you, because they may not fully understand the entire, the capacity of, or the enormity of the hurt they caused, okay? This person definitely does feel very badly. You may have a musical connection with this person, or just favorite songs that you may hear and this person may hear that reminds them of you. You are definitely a spiritual warrior, okay? But Spirit has something that they are preparing, that they're going to bless you in front of your enemies, in front of people that did you wrong, okay? You are definitely an Empress energy, so you are growing, you're expanding. A lot of your gifts are actually, I'm hearing, being born, okay? So you're going to get a lot of new gifts. So for some of you who are seers and, you know, have a lot of the clairs, that may actually be, you know, amped up going forward, okay? But Spirit does want you to kind of keep an eye out for those red flags, okay? Keep an eye out for those red flags. They are warning you of some sort of robbery. Maybe this person or these people were after some money, okay? But Spirit is guiding you to move to calmer waters, okay? You're going to be getting some downloads, all right? For a lot of you, Spirit does want you to study something. So whether that's studying for class, studying tarot, studying the esoteric, okay, they definitely want you to kind of move forward with your quote-unquote lessons. Some of you are being guided to spiritually clean your home, okay? You're going to be awakened, okay? We go through different awakenings in our lifetime, all right? So for a lot of you, this is going to definitely awaken you even more, and you're going to see certain things a little bit differently, okay? For a lot of you, you're being asked to pray, okay? And for some of you, you may be saying, but I pray all the time. Okay, well, maybe connect with your ancestors or spirit guides a little bit different, okay? Your twin flame is out there, whether it was your past person, new person, but your twin flame is out there. It is just a matter of time and a matter of divine timing, okay? And how Spirit wants to kind of unfold certain things and what you learn from each lesson, okay? And you're definitely going to be coming into some sort of gift, some sort of windfall, okay? I'm hearing. Let's see. What advice do you have for the collective? What advice do you have for the collective, please and thank you? Okay, what advice do you have for the collective? Okay, the spirit is Spirit's wanting to let you know that they are aware that you sacrificed a lot when it came to this lesson, okay? This is why when you took this up, okay, because obviously we sign our contracts before we come down here. They were well aware that this was going to be extremely, extremely, extremely difficult and extremely painful, okay? So they made you a promise that if you were to even go through 90% or 80% or whatever, a lot of the lessons that you had to go through, there was a promise that they made you, okay? Whether that promise was wealth, health, a better life, there was something that spirit wants to give you, in order to repay you for the sacrifice that you have done, or that you have put yourself sort of in the chopping block to learn these lessons, okay? They are aware that you have been emotionally withdrawn from a lot of friends and family and suitors and life, okay? They know that this has put you in a very tough emotional spot, but the flip, I guess the flip coin, the different side to that is that you have gained a lot of wisdom, okay? A lot of wisdom, and that wisdom will lead you to better stability. That will lead you to a stable home, loyal people. For some of you, you're going to write some of your experiences, but there's going to be some sort of disruption, or someone is trying to bring something disruptive to you, okay? They're trying to shake you up, but you have the power, okay, to stop this, okay? You have the power. Some of you may be Leos, okay, ascending, or there's something very important that's going to happen in August. For some of you, there's going to be financial and material changes. That may have been the promise, okay, that they were going to financially take care of you, or they were going to give you a home. They were, that foundation that you desperately seek is going to bring you better partnerships and alliances, okay? Truth is coming. Okay, so there's something very important with the truth. Someone has to reveal something to you. Remember, this secret, this knowledge is going to be coming to you to bring you some sort of balance. I hope this message resonated with you. Please hit share, subscribe, and I will see you soon. Take care.